Hi guys, welcome back for our daily practice questions. Today is day 270, and as always, I like to first start with my introduction and disclaimer before getting started with our questions for today. So, for those of you who are familiar with me, hey y'all. For those of you who are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Dr. Brittany Weinstock, a family nurse practitioner and the founder and CEO of the Nursing Studio. I provide resources, tools, review courses, review videos, review books, Q banks, digital flashcards, one on one sessions, and more to assist nurses as well as nurse practitioners with success on their boards as well as in practice. I've been doing this since 2015, assisting nurses and nurse practitioners internationally with exam success. But y'all know my disclaimer and reminder is that we know there's no absolutes in medicine. We treat on a patient by patient basis, and any of the questions that you see here, I have designed and created based on the current guidelines that are being tested on the ANCC as well as AANP exam. Now, any of my videos where I'm teaching on things that we currently do in practice, I'll always say that so there's no confusion. So, with that being said, let's get into question number one for today. But before we get started, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you're not missing any of my videos. And if you would like to gain access to my MP Test Success Toolkit, it is free and linked in the description. My website is also linked in the description and it houses all the resources that I do offer. And as always, I like to direct you to my business profile by simply going to Google and searching The Nursing Studio. It will direct you to my contact number, link to website, and testimonials from previous review students. All right, question number one. A 48-year-old African American woman with a history of allergic rhinitis and gout with stage 1 hypertension, blood pressure 146/92, which is the most appropriate first line treatment? Is it A, lisinopril, B, amlodipine, C, metoprolol, or D, spironolactone? Take a moment and tell me what you got in the comments, y'all. All right, I always recommend reading the stem of the question first, as it allows you to slow down to ensure you're answering what is even being asked of you. Here, the stem of the question states, which is the most appropriate first line treatment? And I always tell y'all when they're asking for a treatment, you got to run it back and see if they provided you with a diagnosis. And they have stage 1 hypertension. And so let's see what we have going on. So we have an African American female with a history of allergic rhinitis and gout. So remember, for the African American population, we treat with thiazides and calcium channel blockers. Unless thiazides have a contraindication, we would go with that first. This patient has a history of gout, which is contraindicated with thiazide therapy. So you want to go with that calcium channel blocker. So B, amlodipine, is the best answer. All right, question number two. A 56-year-old male with type 2 diabetes and hypertension presents with a blood pressure of 158/94. A urinalysis reveals microalbuminuria. Which antihypertensive is the best first line option? Is it A, amlodipine, B, hydrochlorothiazide, C, lisinopril, or D, atenolol? Take a moment and tell me what you got. All right, so the stem of the question here states, which antihypertensive is the best first line option? So this stem is telling you everything. We're looking for antihypertensive, so we're looking for blood pressure management as well as the first line. So let's run it back and see what we have going on. So we have a 56-year-old male, has type 2 diabetes as well as hypertension, right? So we're looking to see how to treat this patient. Remembering when a person has diabetes or anything that warrants renal protection, you want to do an ACE or an ARB. So your best answer here is an ACE inhibitor, C, lisinopril. All right, and lastly, question number three. A 52-year-old African American male presents with a new diagnosis of stage 1 hypertension. He has no history of diabetes, chronic kidney disease, or cardiovascular disease. According to current guidelines, which is the most appropriate initial therapy? Is it A, lisinopril, B, hydrochlorothiazide, C, metoprolol, or D, verapamil? Take a moment and tell me what you got. All right, and stem of the question here, according to current guidelines, which is the most appropriate initial therapy? Again, we're talking treatment. We have to run it back and see if we have a diagnosis provided, and we do. A new diagnosis of stage 1 hypertension. The patient does not have any history of diabetes, CKD, or cardiovascular disease. They are African American, so we're going to go thiazide first because there's not anything warranting you skipping a thiazide and going to a calcium channel blocker. So B is your best answer. All right, y'all. I hope you found this helpful. As always, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share with whoever you may think may find this beneficial as well. But y'all know what to do. Y'all make sure y'all meet me back here. And if you need any of the resources that I do offer, feel free to reach out to the nursing studio by giving us a call at 803-400-6864. You can also shoot a text message to this number or shoot us an email. And as always, everything that I do offer is linked in the bio of this channel, including my website. My website is also linked in the description of this video. But as always, y'all know what to do. Y'all make sure y'all meet me back here. Happy studying. Bye, y'all.